is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate. The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
Is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
Then we'll just post our own.
I would speak with this Duke about the demands he's made of me and my fellow traders.
Yeah? And why would he want us? Saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform.
Because he handed it in along with his sword. Said he'd find a better way to protect the town.
Your town needs you. I need you. But the Duke would have me clapped in irons.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizen's watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, so I was wondering if you would lend them your strength.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle... drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him. By all possible means.
Fight him? No. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town, while I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may...
False hope. But I see that your mind is made up. If you will extend... I bid you good day.
She certainly has.
Indeed. But which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. This is all about her and her...
Families.
I'm sorry. Ah, yes. But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you.
Your town needs you.
What does the dame have to say about all this, I wonder?
Surely she can't allow it.
So you are content to abandon the people to their fates? Please, if you were a true son of Northreach...
That's exactly what I'm trying to, at least.
Even when our true enemy... Fine. Thank you so much.
She cornered you too.
Could hardly get a word in edgeway, like father like.
She made an uninvited appearance at the fair, hoping to convince the dame to join.
I bet that went well. Anyway.
Our mutual friend thought you might well...
Oh, right, as always. We've had some reports.
They're back.
Seems that way. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but...
Right.
You know Grieger's Weep?
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clark. I'll look into one of the other sightings.
Let's go. Run like the wind. Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town. Vogel, kill! It's over! Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive! Are you all right?
I am. I dispatched the few that I found.
Well, that's something. But what were they doing south of town? We might be able to fend off an attack from one.
Do you have eyes in the...
Some. I should probably go and have a look. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case...
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out.
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore! You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. Can't. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell. The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
When the fighting begins, we can take refuge in the barracks. We'll be safe there.
The captain said to bring our wounded here.
And we'll be ready for them. We've got ointments and linens aplenty.
I have served the Duke for many years, and I hope to do so for many more. But I cannot turn my back on these people. Our people.
Merciful creature. Wherefore would you forsake me?
Father.
I want steel in the hands of every man or woman willing to fight.
We can help with the wounded.
Hopefully we won't have to.
If any get by, you can trust we'll be here to meet them head on.
Faster!
There are so many of them.
Not for long. This one.
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun. Too slow.
Get him!
Let's go.
Nice try.
Get him!
Nice try.
Over here!
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them.
Our purpose was ever the same. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory. While
You have, as did you. His Radiance said it himself. I forgot that.
I'm sorry too. I should never have taken. I only wanted you to understand how I felt.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship. I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, and we may yet... Will you join? Thank you, Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always... And today there are more than...
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. I see that it is not men like me.
You're right.
Forgive me for saying so. The dame said it herself, and that goes for you. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain.
Well, I should see if Isabel need...
Can we get you anything? A room at the Vale would be nice.
One of the dames, aren't you? Leave it to her to spot an able body. I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
How goes the treatment of the... I'll be happy to man one end of us. Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must.
Tell me. If Northreach had fallen, but I sense you would rather have died here. For you, madame, I have all the time in the...
I was Carla then. Courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those half naive as I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard. The gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half until we found ourselves here. That could be healed at least.
He passed away.
He did. But at least we were able to share a few. It was the greatest gift I have. But the generosity of this town, the men and women of the Vale support, though I was still a stranger to them. And so I swore that I would return, that I would reap.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing it.
Perhaps that is why I have never stopped fighting, and I shan't. I know that it will not be easy to keep the people, the soldiers, all united in defense. And what have you? Can we count on you?
Always.
We have brought Northreach together. Now the fight begins to keep her together. For if this town is to survive, we must all play our part. Including you, Clive.